Good evening, Philippines. This is Inside Manila's Daily News Roundup. Japan donates 826 million for Philippines drug rehabilitation. The Japanese government donated around 1.85 billion yen, or roughly 826 million pesos, to the Department of Health for upgrades and further development of the facilities in the country's drug rehabilitation centers. Health Secretary Pauline Ubio and Japanese International Cooperation Agency Chief Representative Susumu Ito signed the agreement formalizing the cooperation of the two countries to build a drug-free environment under the Consolidated Rehabilitation on Illegal Drug Users program. Currently, there are only 44 DOH-accredited treatment and rehabilitation centers for drug dependents in the country. Duterte fires DILG Secretary Ismael Sueno. President Rodrigo Duterte dismissed Department of Interior and Local Government Secretary Ismael Sueno, citing loss of trust and confidence. Malacanang spokesman Ernesto Abella made the announcement after the 14th cabinet meeting. Abella said the secretary had in fact been instrumental in convincing the president to run for election, but this does not deter the president from pursuing his drive for a trustworthy government by addressing issues like corruption. 3 DILG undersecretaries have reportedly asked the president to strip Sueno of the department leadership, whom they accused of collecting grease money from illegal gambling rings. Duterte warns NPA ahead of new round of peace talks. President Duterte threatened to unleash the full power of the state against New People's Army rebels should the new round of peace talks fail. Government and rebel negotiators have already flown in the Netherlands for the resumption of the talks but haven't made any progress, for the president have some conditions to impose. Some of Duterte's conditions are forging of a joint ceasefire and freeing of all civilians and government troops held by the NPA. And that concludes the country's latest news and headlines. Stay tuned for more or visit www.insidemanila.ph. This is Inside Manila. Good evening.